Hey guys, it's Colton, what's up? Time to talk about paranormal experiences. So I'm just gonna dive in. So I'm at my boyfriend's father's house, and I'm gonna have to give you a little rundown of what the house looks like so that way you get a better understanding of what the story's like. So at his dad's house there are a ton of beds just like randomly around, like single beds here, single beds there, rooms over there. Anyways, so on the second floor there's it looks like it's kind of like a square, and then you can see down into the first floor. So on each diagonal there are one bed, and they're single beds. So I'm staying on this bed, and then he's staying over here on this bed. Mind you, there are no doors or anything, it's just an open square that you can just freely walk around. So for my bed, luckily I had this like closet thing that they would close, and it doesn't close all the way, so there's still like that much space between the railing and the closet door. So here I am lying in my bed, and I have this closet door not even fully closed or whatever. It's nighttime, I'm getting ready for bed, my boyfriend's already on the other bed. So you know, before you go to bed, you gotta make sure your phone's plugged in, gotta get yourself comfy, you gotta turn off the lights. So I'm plugging in my phone, I'm lying down, I'm all comfy, I'm all snuggly, turn off the lights. So then I hear this voice coming from exactly where the closet door is like closed to give me more privacy. And in my mind I'm like, Joe, stop playing, like it's time to go to sleep. And so out loud I say, what? Because I figure he's standing there and he's gonna scare me or something, and I hear nothing. And I'm like, Joe, what? And then I hear him all the way the hell over there on the other bed. He's like, what? And I'm like, oh. I'm just like, oh my god, that wasn't Joe. What was that? So I literally like grab my phone and I get up. It's like pitch black, I can't see anything. So I'm getting up and I'm trying to like, I'm not going that way, I'm gonna go the hell over here. I get to the bed and I'm like, oh my god, please tell me that was you. And he's like, what? And I'm like, oh my god. And you know when you get those shivers, like those chills? And I'm just like, I just had this full like body chill come over me, and I'm just like, okay Colton, keep it cool. So then I tell him the whole story, and he's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. And the thing is that his mother passed away a couple years ago, and he was telling me how she has a deep voice. And I'm like, oh my god, this voice had a deep voice. It literally sounded like someone was like, boo. And I'm like, okay, it's her, I'm convinced it's her. And I'm like, I'm not sleeping alone, there's no way. So we both slept in like this single bed together. It was actually like the best sleep of my life. Okay, moving on. So this next story is when I was living in North Bay. I was living with another roommate. So I'm home alone and it's dark, and I'm in a huge loft. And so it has really high ceilings, it's pretty spacious. So I'm all by myself. I'm gonna go, I'm doing my dishes. And so I'm standing at the counter. You know, I'm washing my dishes, la 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 la. The best way that I can describe this is, you know when you have your jacket on and you kind of like move like this and you feel the jacket crinkle and it like pushes into your side, and you're like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Well, I literally felt like I'm standing here, I'm only in a t-shirt, and I'm doing my dishes, and the water's running, it's loud, and the door to get in is over here, so I would be able to see whoever comes in, whatever. So then I suddenly feel a poke, a legitimate poke, like someone pushing into my side, and I was like, ooh. And I literally thought my roommate came in, and I didn't hear her or anything because I have the water running. Maybe I was in my own world. And so I turn around to expect my roommate to be there, and guess who's not there? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep my cool, you know, just do my dishes, do my own thing, okay, this is how I'm gonna do. So then I'm doing my dishes again, la 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 la, and then I feel another poke in my back this time, and I'm just like, okay, stop playing. So the next story, I'm driving back from, my mom lives in Hamilton and I live up in North Bay, which is like a 4-hour drive. So I'm driving home by myself and it's nighttime, so I'm on the highway, have my high beams on. So I see this huge shadow thing just like walking across the road, has legs and everything, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a moose. Yes, I live in Canada and there are moose, but I've never actually seen one before, so I was super excited, and I'm like, oh my god, there's a moose, and I can see it walking. So I'm like slowing down, I'm getting all ready, because if you come across a moose, it's pretty dangerous. If you hit it, like, you're done. Those things weigh like 1 billion pounds. So I'm slowing down, and then as I'm approaching it, literally, shadow creature disappears, and I'm like, what the hell? Just there 1 second ago, and if it wasn't a moose, then what was it? Okay, so this is the last story. Me and my boyfriend, we go on a snowboarding vacation, so we're going all around Quebec, and so we're in Tremblant, and we're in this nice chalet, and it's really beautiful, and it's time to go to sleep because everything always happens at nighttime. Have our own room, a nice bed, we're sleeping in the same bed. We go to sleep, and then suddenly, you know when like a really loud noise goes off and you wake up and you're like terrified, you have no idea what's going on, and you're just like, what is happening? I just woke up oh my god. And suddenly I wake up to this super loud crashing noise, and I get up and I'm like, what is happening? It's pitch black, I can't see anything. I'm like reaching for the stupid lamp, and it's one of those complicated lamps that can't just like have a normal button, so I'm like, I can't see anything. And my boyfriend wakes up and we're just both like, what happened? We're like, oh my god, ah! So then finally, I think he just gets up and turns on the light, and literally on my side, because obviously this is gonna happen on my side, so on my side of the bed, there's the wall, and there's a mirror that hangs up on the wall, and it fell down on the bed. So we're like, maybe it was just displaced, or like, maybe it just wasn't hung properly, whatever. As we're putting up the mirror, we realized that the mirror, in order to stay up there, it has to be latched in. And like, I don't remember if it's 4 different spots or 6 different spots, but nonetheless, it was latched in. Like, it had to be latched in order to stay there. I'm convinced that these are spirits, and they're trying to like pull pranks on me, they're trying to have fun, but you know what? It's time for me to sleep, so maybe you can do this during the daytime where it's not so creepy, and maybe we can be friends. Well, that's it for the stories. If you like them and you want to hear more, then just give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.